Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rory. I make videos on how to use DaVinci Resolve. We've kind of been leaning towards the beginner lately. If you learn anything, please take the time to like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. So what we're going to create today is kind of like you saw in the intro. We're going to make a spinning sphere, a globe. It's done in the Fusion page. There's very few nodes. It's nothing to be afraid of. I'm going to give you guys a little tip before we get started. A lot of this stuff can be pretty taxing on a computer, especially if you have a slower computer. So what we're going to do to make playback in our timeline and stuff better, we're going to come up here to File. We're going to go to Project Settings. And scroll down till you see Optimize Media and Render Cache. Set your proxy media resolution to 1/16. The same with Optimize Media Resolution. Make that 1/16. Make sure all four of these are checked and then click on Save. I already have it done, so I'm just going to hit Cancel. And that's going to make things play back a lot smoother. It's going to render things in the background while you're doing other stuff, and you're just going to have much smoother playback. Because like I said, even if you got a fast system, some of this stuff can really take some time. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump over into our Fusion page, which scares everybody. You can't do this stuff in CapCut, believe me. So what we're going to do, this icon right here is a shape node. We're going to bring that in, and it's automatically going to bring our media out. Anything 3D, you have to have a render node, and that's this node right here. So if you click on shape, click this, it's going to connect you automatically. We're going to connect that to our media out. Now we have a shape, but it's not what we want. We look up here. In this area, shape, it's a plane. We want to put that to sphere. And I'm going to switch this over to two screens. I'm going to move this one over a little. Like so. So if I pull this shape up into there, you can see we got 3D. You know, you can grab any of these arrows and move it around. We're going to click this. We're going to go to Transform. We're going to come down here to Scale, and we're going to bring that down to about so. Now, all these pictures I have here are all 16:9 flat pictures, straight flat pictures. I'll bring this picture of a map in, and just to show you, I'll drag it up into this viewer. You can see it's just a world map that's a square 16:9 picture. I'm going to connect that to our shape, and it just wrapped right around there. If I click Shape 3D, we can take our Y-axis here and rotate it, and we have a globe. Now I'm going to drag this back up there. I just wanted to show you that it's just a flat square picture. So now we have that wrapped around the globe. So in order to animate that, we're going to bring our playhead to 0. We're going to click on our Shape 3D. I'm going to double click these to make sure they're all back to 0. Playhead to the beginning. Your Y rotation. We're going to set a keyframe. I'm going to come up to about frame 50. I'm going to go to the Y again, and I'm going to type in 360 degrees. Hit enter. That's going to set a keyframe automatically. Now if we bring our playhead back to the beginning, I'm going to turn this one off, and we play that, we can see we have the rotation, just like a globe. But if you notice, it stopped rotating as soon as it hit where our keyframe is. Now if you wanted that globe to continually spin at that speed, you couldn't set a keyframe out here. It would play, it would keep rotating the whole time, but it wouldn't rotate at that speed. It would be slower because the closer the keyframes are together, the faster it goes. So if we put a keyframe way over here, this would rotate much slower. So in order to keep it rotating at that same speed, we're going to make sure that's clicked. We're going to go up to our spline. We're going to check these. We're going to hit this little square box right here to see our keyframes. We're going to hit Control A to highlight them. Then you're going to right click in this box. You're going to go to Set Loop, Loop. Now, when you play that back, we'll rewind. We go past our keyframe and it's still rotating. Still rotating out. It's going to rotate until the end of your clip. If we jump over here into the edit page, it's going to rotate continually until it reaches the end of the composition there. So we'll rewind that again. Now by what we changed up here, you can see this line right here. Things are rendering. All the blue, now it's completely rendered. So it renders everything in the background. Now it's just going to play smoothly. It's going to rotate until we hit the end. Now I'm just going to show you a couple other things real quick. We're just going to disconnect this one. We're going to bring in this here photo. This was made in Canva. I'll drag it up there. Again, it's just a square 16:9 picture made in Canva. The logo on this side, subscribe over here. We can hook that up and now we can play that and you got yourself a subscribe button. It's a lot like what I use in my intros. A lot of people ask me how I made it. So that's kind of why I'm doing this video today. I'm starting to lose my voice, if you can hear that. Please excuse me for that. So we'll disconnect that one. We'll bring in another photo here just to show you. And again, it's just a square photo. We're going to hook that up to there. Play that. And it's kind of neat. You can make some really creative things. So that's how you make your rotating sphere. Now if you wanted to make planets, what we would do, I'll unhook this, I'll bring in our map again. Let's just say this was a picture of the Earth, and we have the Earth there. I'm going to get rid of these two nodes. We don't need them anymore. So what we can do is bring in, click on here, and we're going to hit Shift Space, and we're going to just search Merge. And you want Merge 3D is what you want. You don't want the regular merge, you want Merge 3D. We're going to add that. Now we're going to bring in another shape and we're going to hook that to our merge. Now you can see it brought in a plane again. I'm going to move this one here out of the way. I'm going to bring the size down. Back up to this one, change that to a sphere. Go to transform, we'll bring the size of this one down. We'll keep it a little bigger. We'll move it over here. And let's just say that this was a picture of the moon or something. We can connect that there. I know they both look like globes. And we haven't rotated this one, so we will do the same thing. Keyframe in the beginning. Set a keyframe. We'll come out to about here this time. 360. Enter. Now we're going to have them both rotating. But for this one, we have to go back to our spline. Make sure they're checked. Control A. Right click. Set loop and loop. Now they're both going to rotate continuously. We'll play that back. So you could have a couple planets. You could have as many as you wanted. We'll come back here to the edit page. We'll go to our effects, and under generators, I'll move this up one. Under generators, there's a thing called star field. So we can play that back. And you'd have a couple rotating planets with your stars and stuff in the background. Now you see this blue line and this red. That shows you that it's rendering. And once this turns completely blue, it's all rendered. So we'll rewind that, play that back. And that's how you do that, guys. It's not hard at all. Pretty simple, really. So that's all I got for you. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.